Hello everyone. I wanted to just take a few moments of your time and communicate with you our plan for our worship service for Sunday, May the 24th. And we were so thankful to be able to meet here on Campus Outdoors this past Sunday. And we certainly enjoyed seeing everyone that was able to come out and be a part of that worship service. And as I mentioned this past Sunday, that as we're working through the COVID-19 issue, that a judge here in North Carolina did put a stay order on the executive order that prohibited us from meeting indoors. And that is in effect through May the 29th. And so while that is in effect, while the executive order has been put kind of in a stay situation, that we are now able to meet on campus indoors. And so because of that, we're going to be planning to meet this coming Sunday inside. However, before I give you some of the information that we want you to be aware of, but also follow some of the guidelines that we're going to give you today, I do want you to understand that we are not ignoring the fact that COVID-19 is a real concern. However, we do believe that we can safely meet inside and that we are going to be taking precautions to meet here on campus. But our desire is to not see anyone get ill or put anybody at risk. And so if you are uneasy with coming on campus, please do not hesitate to refrain from coming until you are comfortable being on site. But we do want to institute some guidelines so that we can be as safe as possible and take as many precautions as possible so that we can come together as a church family and share some time this coming Sunday. With all that being said, first of all, we will be having two services here on campus on Sunday, May the 24th. The first service will begin at 9 a.m. The second service will begin at 10:30 a.m. Now, they will not be two different services. They will be the same service. We will simply be offering the service twice, once at 9 and then again at 10:30. If you haven't received yet, you will be receiving through email a questionnaire. And what we are asking you to do to help us out, help us plan for these coming services, is take that questionnaire. It's very simple. We are asking you to let us know if you are planning to attend the 9 a.m. service or if your intention is to attend the 10:30 service. The reason for that is we want to make sure that there's plenty of room in the auditorium to make sure that we have plenty of space for social distancing. And so we are asking that by Friday, May the 22nd, by noon, if you could fill that out for us and get it back to us so that we can plan accordingly. If for some reason you did not receive that email, please call the church office and we can send that questionnaire out to you so that we can get as accurate of a number as we possibly can for this coming Sunday. Now, I also want you to know that the 9 a.m. service will be streaming online live at 9 a.m. And so if you are not able to come, please feel free to stay home and enjoy our services online. Again, it will be going live at 9 a.m. and then at 10:30, we will again show that service, and then it will be available for you throughout the rest of the day, and actually thereafter, it will be available. So if you're unsure about coming, please take advantage of the online streaming service that we will still be offering this coming Sunday. Now, another comment about being back on campus. I know that here at Grace Baptist Church, we are in a little bit of a unique situation in that we were already displaced out of our auditorium because of the remodeling that has been taking place and some of the upgrades that have been going on in the church building. And I know that several of you are very excited to see that and you can't wait to see the auditorium. However, please understand, this will not be a major kind of grand reopening service. This will be very similar to what we did outdoors last week. We will keep the service relatively simple, and we are planning at a later time to do a bigger reopening of the auditorium. So if you are hesitant about coming and the only reason you may be coming to the service is because the auditorium will be available, please wait until a later time when you are fully confident in coming back. And then again, we will be scheduling a more of an official reopening of the auditorium at a later time. And that date is not scheduled yet, but we will be looking at in the weeks and months to come. As you arrive on campus, just as we did last week, we will have golf carts. Go-karts would be great too. I meant to say it was golf carts. We'll have golf carts available for you. And so you can park in the front of the church building or in some of the closer parking lots, but we will be having some assistance for you available to get you here to the auditorium. If you are in good health and you're able to walk a little farther, if you could help us out by maybe parking a little farther out in the lot so that some of our older church members and those with limited mobility may be able to get access to the building a little bit more easily. And again, we are asking you to only enter in through the front doors. That's where the steeple is. Please only enter the building in through that door. In fact, all the other exterior doorways will be locked, and so that will be your only access into the building. One of the major reasons for that is because we want to limit the amount of cleaning that we will have to do following the service and in between the two services. And so please help us out by only entering into the building through the front glass doors, and that would be much, much appreciated. Also, in regard to the facilities, we will also be using different restrooms for each of the services. So when you come into our building, maybe many of you are familiar with the building, but if you're not, when you come into our building, there are sets of restrooms to the right of our lobby as well as to the left of our lobby. One of the two will be designated restrooms for the 9 a.m. service. The other set of restrooms will be designated for the 10:30 service. We are asking you to please adhere to that. Again, that limits what we have to clean and prepare for between the two services. That will limit our time of preparation for that. And so please help us out by only using the restroom that is designated for the service that you decide to attend. And then finally, we will not be having any children's ministries here on campus on Sunday. That includes no nursery. It also includes no junior church. And as your pastor, let me just comment about that. I know that sometimes parents get a little uneasy about bringing their children into the service, and maybe you're worried your kids are going to squirm a little bit or something like that. Please let me encourage you. If you would like to bring your children, please do that, and we will work with you. And the only thing we would ask, if a child became very upset or very disruptive, that you would just step out to the lobby. But otherwise, kids moving around a little bit and wiggling in their seats a little bit and even a little bit of chatter and that sort of thing, that doesn't bother me. And so please bring your kids in. If you're comfortable doing that, you are welcome to do that, and we would just love to have you join us here at Grace. Finally, let me just end by saying, if you have any questions, please contact the church office. If we can help you in any way with this or some other matter, please contact us and we'll help you how we can. But please be watching for that email. Fill that out for us by this coming Friday. By Friday at the 22nd by noon. Get that back to us so we can plan. If, by the way, one service looks very lopsided and one has too many people attending it, we may call and ask some of you to attend the opposite service. But if that is necessary, we will be contacting you to ask if maybe we could shift your time. And we just want to be careful and cautious and making sure that we are wise as we meet together. We're praying for all of you, and thank you for your prayers for us. And we're so looking forward to seeing you once again this coming Sunday. And God bless you, and we'll see you soon.